Hi, Star Family. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. This is a really beautiful message because what I was seeing was that you guys are definitely seen as this celestial light helper in this realm. You're definitely an angel in disguise, but I was hearing like you wear your angel disguise better than your human one, and there's no hiding like who you are. But I'm hearing like who are you. So there could be something around encounters that you have with others leaves them with a taste of heaven. Maybe it's just like the unconditional love that you have, not just for yourself but also others, no matter where they may be operating in. It's like you can hold space for others and the paradoxical nature of the third dimension in a way that they may not be able to do for themselves yet. But there's something around like you help heal others through your light, because we even have Chiron and shine brightly like the star you are. So it could be something about the way that you show up in the world, or the way that you, I'm hearing, roam this earth is just very heavenly. Like you are really your higher self in physical form, like you're the physical embodiment of your higher self. And I'm hearing it leaves everyone with a sense of safety. It's like any interaction with you is a learning experience. Maybe it's you guys just embodying, I'm hearing, infinite potential in abundance that leads to others wanting to also lead by example in the way that you do. And it's really really interesting. There was also another message around like you helping people discover any underdeveloped like characteristics, traits, gifts. But there's something around you just don't know how beautiful you are, and that's people's favorite part. So there could be something around like an angel that can't see its own wings type of vibe. That's almost what it gives me. But yeah, you have angelic ones here, and then you have portals. So you could be like a walking portal, or you could lead to people, I'm hearing, lead people towards their own portals of discovery around things that are actually, I'm hearing, possible in this lifetime, and things that I'm hearing they were taught to be otherwise, which is super interesting. And then you have higher powers. So with whatever this is, people definitely see you being guided by something that extends far beyond this dimension. I'm hearing this dimensional frequency range. So there could be something around you just being able to see things from a higher universal truth in a way that is, I'm hearing, a rarity. Okay, it's a rarity. And I was also hearing like you could possess like some kind of sage advice, but whatever this is, I'm hearing like you leave people with a sense of like safety, and even after their encounters with you, they walk forward feeling safe and secure and stable. And I'm hearing any type of arena of their life. So this is super interesting. And there was also something else that was coming through. Can I remember it? We'll see. But yeah, you're being guided by a higher power, and you could be I'm hearing awakening the divinity within others, right? This could be like deities that you're waking up who have been lost in sleeping in matter, who've just been like passive observers of their reality, and you're teaching others how to, I'm hearing like you're teaching humans, or recovering the memory of souls who have forgotten about their natural state of just being a divine creator. Okay, that's almost what it's giving me here. But yeah, there's something around like your words of encouragement. Oh yeah, like you dropping just gems of knowledge and you don't even know it. I think some of you don't even realize just how profound the things that you say are, because that's what I was seeing. Like it's like you're literally, again, like just this huge beacon of light. It's like you're a huge beacon of light. And with Chiron as well, it's like you really touch others. There could be something about healing words, or I'm hearing what's been weighing heavy on people's heart space. I'm hearing you help them like alleviate or detach from maybe even their circumstances. It's like you really help people remember that they are not, I'm hearing, their past doesn't define them, and it doesn't have to define where they're going either. There's something around like pivotal junctions or critical junctions in people's lives, okay? And you assisting them to, maybe even just giving them clarification on what their soul already knows. But I'm hearing like you put people's mind at ease with whatever this is. Even if I'm hearing it's like unconsciously, there's just something about your presence that's really coming through in this reading. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what this is. But yeah, let's go ahead and see. Let's see how you guys are showing up in the world, first of all. But yeah, with angelic ones, you're definitely like this walking angel, and you leave people with a taste of heaven. And yeah, it could just be, I feel like it's just the embodiment. It's like you've gone from seeker to embodiment. That's almost what it reminds me. Oh my god. Okay, a bunch of energies. Let's see. All right. Yeah, your deeper resolve rises, eclipse in Aquarius with personal growth. So yeah, this is really like sudden gems of knowledge. You know, these are like pearls. So I'm hearing you are definitely seen as somebody who's utilized any kind of destabilization in your life with Uranus energy as a catalyst for your deepest transformation. And with this, I just get you dropping like pearls of wisdom, right? Pearls of wisdom, things that I'm hearing had intended to kind of like take you out have only further accelerated you along your path. And I'm hearing that's very admirable, like you're deeply admired for this, and your ability to convert energy. It's like you guys can convert energy, I'm hearing, to work in your favor. You are a deep alchemist. You guys are a deep alchemist in this experience, because even with pearls, anything that seemed like it was, for example, a parasite, right? People with self-serving motives will enter into the oyster's, you know, internal realms, internal network, I'm hearing, and attempt to sabotage it. Because I'm seeing like a what's a Trojan horse type of situation, right? Like infiltrate. Maybe this is like your mission or like soul's initial intentions when descending onto Earth. However, you create this protective film, all right, like the oyster does around this parasite. And what it does, this protective film, I feel like is your lens of discernment that acts as an energetic barrier between you and others that you may be neutrally observing and not necessarily judging, but just seeing where they're operating from and just accepting them as they are. And that's what true unconditional love is, you know. It's like you're accepting shadows within others that are not even, I'm hearing, ready to like address that just yet. There could be something around that. And I'm hearing you don't take it personally as well. Like you don't take this personally. It's like you're able to pinpoint again, yeah, what's weighing heavily on people's hearts and how that could come to the surface in very like unconscious ways that are like unbeknown to them, but they're very known to you. So there's something about you being able to really see that, right? Where people carry this burden of a grudge on their heart, or yeah, I'm hearing it influences the things that they do and the things that they say, and you realize that it's coming from, you know, a deeply hurt place, because I'm hearing like hurt people, and you're not taking on that suffering of others. This could be about projections for a lot of you, but it's like you're rising above it. Okay, you're rising above the fray. Everything's like coming all out at once. Let's see. Maybe you see where things come out. Yeah, communication. You have Pluto, 3rd house, and Cancer. So it's like things are a learning experience. You guys teach people about themselves, okay? Like you teach people about themselves just by holding space. Because I'm hearing like in that silence, what they need to hear will get loud. So some of you, your only response is like either absence or like it's like you can illuminate subconscious wounds within others. I'm hearing that they didn't even know that they had, which is super interesting, because you have 3rd house, Cancer, and Pluto. So it's almost like you have a very caring and nurturing communication style, especially when it comes to like creating a safe space or safe haven. You could be someone that like feels like people just very, I'm hearing like you're a natural therapist, or yeah, I'm hearing like people that train very hard to like I'm hearing either establish themselves in like a, you know, very specific field. Is something that comes naturally to you. It's like an ability that you have where people just naturally open up to you. You know, it's like, again, you create this safe like communal environment or safe space with 11th house energy. It's like you make people feel seen, you know, in a way that I'm hearing again is like, it's like a rarity in a lot of ways. And this is to do with their own psyche, right? So it's like you can see what's weighing heavily when it comes to the soul's intentions and also like the human's actions. And you can see and recognize people that may be at that dissonance, all right? Which is super interesting. And it's like you just know the right things to say. It just comes from the heart space. And what's interesting is that I'm hearing like it doesn't come from a way of, oh, you being above anyone. It's like you see everybody as equals, whether they're aware of that or not. But yeah, a lot of people, admire you. Okay, there's something around you're just highly admired. That's the energy that I get. But yeah, it's a learning experience. Like you could just say things. That's exactly what people need to hear in that moment, which is super interesting, especially with Uranus. I feel like you're not even totally aware of this. It's just like things that just come out of the blue. Maybe you feel like, so I'm hearing like people just want to bare their souls to you type of energy. Like people just open up to you, right? That's how people see you, like a safe space. Okay, like a safe space. All right, let's go ahead and see also what the energetic signature of this is. Like how are you showing up right now? What do you embody? Who are you? You know, that's what I keep hearing. Who are you? I'm hearing truth serum. I'm hearing like truth serum, which is funny. Like people, they just can't help it. It comes up in very like unconscious ways. Like they just end up telling you their deepest, darkest secrets, and it's like, whoa, like hold on, I didn't even ask for any of this. You know, it's that type of energy. Again, third house Cancer, Pluto. It's like repress or suppress anything that's weighing heavily on people's psyches. It just comes to the surface because Pluto energy is like a purging vibe. Communication is almost like, again, it's verbally, or even like people writing to you. And then again, Cancer energy is like they're seeking that nurturing, like you guys could be a really great like, yeah, nurturing figure or like protective figure, or like people just, they feel safe with you in some way, just safe in your vicinity. Again, you like leave people with a taste of heaven. But I'm hearing like truth serum, which is really funny. But yeah, it's like you make people just want, yeah, you probably have like a whole, I'm hearing like book of secrets, right? Like, yeah, you guys are like a walking secret. But I keep hearing like, who are you? It's like people may, it's like I'm hearing like they may even be aware of what they're saying at one point, but they can't stop. You know, it kind of gives me that energy. Is like once they start, they can't stop. I'm hearing it's like Pandora's box. Everything comes to the surface with you. Wow. And with Pandora's box, it definitely gives me a vibe of wow. At the end, when all of the shadows were cast out into the world, right, and they were like released from what was weighing inside internally and what was being suppressed or repressed, at the bottom was like a dragonfly, which was hope. And dragonflies begin their metamorphosis within the water, which is about internally. So you could help people when it comes to like internal transformations, and then that inevitably leads to a transformation in the things that they choose to, I'm hearing, engage it with or interact with, or again how they choose to like navigate their way through their earthly experiences. That's almost what it gives me. But I'm hearing you like you make way of the like for water or something, like you, yeah, it's like I'm seeing like you can bend water in that way. So it's like you can really, I'm hearing like you have I'm seeing like the magician, right? So it's like you can pull up aspects within people that they've repressed or suppressed, but you do it for like good, you know. And this is just a natural effect that you have, especially with who you are, right? With the sun and the moon energies with Cancerian, it could be like unconsciously bringing things to light, right? And you helping people like see something about their purpose, or them being able to create their own purpose, which is super interesting, or helping them realize that everything has served a purpose in their life. And you help them, I'm hearing like love them, love everything that has shaped them, like love the experiences that have shaped them in some way, which is super interesting. But yeah, with the moon, it's like the electromagnetic field. It's like, yeah, it's like you know how the tide of the ocean will like recede? There's something around you helping people with that recession, right? Which allows them to create like a new wave of themselves, or a new archetypal like embodiment, right? It's like you may help people realize that it's never too late to, I'm here, and like rewrite their story. That's almost what it gives me here. But yeah, you definitely have like a profound effect or impact, especially because we're literally made up of water. Like a big percentage of us is. I think it's like 75 to like 80% of water. So it's like you have this just this effect on people. It's like you have this effect on people. Wow. But yeah, that's funny. I was hearing like truth serum. So yeah, I'm hearing like a book of secrets. You guys may hold the mysteries, but I keep hearing like, who are you as well? So I don't know like who you are. Like people don't know who you are, but they know that again, there's like an otherworldly quality about you. It's with you, they have like a supernatural peace. Okay, yeah, the Two of Cups, someone that's completely the walking embodiment of their higher self. This is like the higher self in physical form, because this is like an alchemical marriage where somebody's higher nature has completely merged with their lower nature and they move forward as one. So again, this is like somebody's higher self in a physical form, or being the physical embodiment of the higher self. So you have those divine feminine principles blended very well with your divine masculine principles. So this is about your higher nature literally seated in your avatar in the physical divine masculine, and then moving forward together as one. And because of that, I'm hearing like you're a very high vibrational being and you're just moving through this experience like very detached. And again, this is also Cancerian energy too. So it's like you have this connection, I'm hearing, straight into the non-physical realm, or yeah, like the aspects of others that are like I'm hearing non-visible. So usually these are aspects within others that they may mask, all right? That's almost what I'm seeing. And you can lift the human condition, or like lift the human veil and see through people's souls. That's almost how you guys are showing up in the world, especially with the Page of Cups. You could just say things to people and it's like, damn, there's just synchronicity after synchronicity here. Or it's like you're a 𝓚. Oh yeah, 𝓚. Okay, let's go ahead and read that card. Let me go ahead and find it. So a 𝓚 is basically like, this can be someone that's unconsciously a messenger to others. So it's like you could be like this unconscious messenger with Page of Cups. But it basically talks about, yeah, it's in this deck. It's number 15 with message in a bottle. So you could like just have these profound messages for people. Let's see, a 𝓚. Message in a bottle, 15. This could be towards a community for some of you, because you do have community in 11th house energy with Aquarius there. So this talks about communication. Assign a 𝓚, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. And that's what you guys are serving as right now. That's almost what I see it as, like you're serving as this 𝓚. Okay, so yeah, it's like people ask for signs and you appear in somebody's life as a sign. So again, I just get like an earth angel. It's like you just say the right things. Yeah, and you're allowing yourself to become like this fluent in, I'm hearing the language of the universe, right? It's like you guys are a walking oracle. That's almost what I see it as. So yeah, there could be something around you give people like confirmation. Okay, that's almost what I get, like confirmation here. Let me go ahead and find 𝓚, because I actually wrote a note on this not too long ago. So let me see if there's anything else significant here. The whispers of fate. You guys could like, again, you hold like whispers of fate. It's things that you say like very softly. Okay, it's like a sensitivity that you have, and I feel like this is an energetic sensitivity that you have, where you can like pick up on the subtle cues or hints. I'm hearing, even if it's just like eye contact, right? It's like you can see into somebody's eyes and you can see the soul, you know, it's like the eyes are the window of the soul. That's almost what I see. And you can see where people are holding or harboring onto. I'm hearing like resentment or pain or suffering, you know. And you help detach people from that, or like hold space, or yeah, I'm just seeing that. It's almost like, even if this is like telepathically, you know, that's almost what I get. Okay, so this is about a kind of divination based on chance in events or encounters, such as words occasionally uttered. So a lot of you, again, this could be something where it's like you're just saying things. Maybe you feel like yeah, people could see you as well as having like this truth serum, but it's like you're telling them about their truth in a way, or like you're just saying things and it hits so close to home is what I'm hearing, especially with Cancerian energy, which is super interesting. So this is how you guys are seen in the world. Let's go ahead and clarify this. Wow, you're so interesting. Let's see. I'm hearing people just naturally gravitate towards you as well. They just naturally maybe you just speak truths, or like deep hidden like esoteric knowledge when it comes to the mysteries of the universe, the Tower. Yeah, it's like you assist people when it comes to these points of divergences. You could say things that are just really blunt and short, but like very impactful and powerful, because the King of Swords is like quite quite like straightforward. And again, with the Tower and the Two of Cups, it's like you assist people when it comes to helping them realize that there's a different way that they can operate, or there's a different perspective. It's like you give them a higher viewpoint of their life, or like an outside perspective, and it helps them embrace any kind of, again, like this is like destabilization, right? That they can also use as their greatest catalysts. So it's something about you assist people in this, maybe when it comes to like removing things that no longer serve them, transcending like limiting belief systems. That's almost what it gives me, especially with the Tower. Like you guys could also be like a walking tower moment in people's lives. That's almost what I get as well. And it could just be through the things that you say. It's almost like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is right? It's like you can make people feel actually like empowered to become their own agent of change. You guys could be seen as like some kind of gatekeeper. I almost get like almost like some kind of gatekeeper, but a highly advanced one. That's what it gives me. Like they all hold their different kind of like book of secrets. That's almost and I'm hearing like, who are you? How do you know this? Like, who are you? Who are you? Like, I don't know what you've said or what you've done, but it's like your magic. It works. I'm hearing like you work your magic on like people's lives. But I'm hearing like, who are you? Like, yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, let's see what else. What else should we see? I'm hearing like time stands still as well when people are with you. It's like you put them in a time dilation bubble and you help them see that they can surf through the illusion of time and just walk into their desired plane of existence. But I'm hearing you take people on like a trip to heaven or a trip to the higher realms that they carry forward with them after your encounters. It's like something that they can integrate as part of their being, but like you're a big inspiration. Just the way that I'm hearing you like roam this earth, like highly inspirational. Let's see what people would want to say to you. Okay, the angel, what would people want to say to you? This is also a message coming from the higher realms. Seven of Swords as well. Yeah, you're a mystery. You're definitely a mystery. You're a mystery with Seven of Swords energy. Okay, let's see. Ten of Cups. I don't know how you did it, but it worked. I don't know how you knew what you knew or why you said what you said, but it worked. Okay, that's what people would want to tell you. Like you were right, or there's something around this Seven of Swords and Ten of Cups, like there's something around moving in silence, and maybe you help people like announce a new version of themselves to themselves first and then to the world. But this kind of gives me you know, like an eloping energy. This is almost what this gives me, sort of, but it's like marrying your own life or marrying your higher self, or you know, being in that alchemical marriage. That's almost what it gives me, which is super interesting. There's something around a commitment, like committing yourself to a path, to a quest. Let's see. Yeah, and removing yourself from circumstances that just no longer serve you. Let's see. Like you help people realize that. I'm hearing like that there's a different way, there's a different path. There's a path that like that's less traveled. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's like you inspire people. Yeah, you're an inspiration. That's what it is. Four of Swords. It's, you know what it is? Every encounter with you is a learning experience. I'm hearing it's a learning opportunity to get to know oneself even deeper. And there's something about you allow people to meet themselves even deeper, right? I'm hearing that than they thought was possible before. Okay, so it's like you give people hope and you give people faith, which is super interesting. That's what they'd want to say. Like you give them hope and faith. Okay, let's see. Let's open up with some oracles. Yeah, we have journey, right? This could be about embarking on a journey. This could be like job relocation, happy family again, right? It's like you help people journey towards their highest timelines. That's almost what it gives me, right? Yin and yang, like this internal discovery that leads to external discoveries around what's actually possible. That's almost what it gives me there. So journey is like a job relocation, but I'm helping like you help people ask themselves like it's like you point out something that's like obvious, but for some reason it's been like hidden in plain sight for others, right? So this could be like a job relocation, like traveling, moving, just making moves, and embarking. There's something around finding joy in this experience, right? I'm hearing in the finite nature of this experience, and you help people tune back into their formless nature, like following the calling of the soul, or following the calling of the soul. But it gives me again like the veil, no, like coming out of the veils of Maya and stepping into Lila, which is like, you know, divine play and divine creation. You help people realize what it is that they actually want to create from their life. That's almost what I get. And I'm hearing instead of continuing to like recreate the same experiences or feedback loop, right? Higher power. It's like you help people with unfinished symphonies, like unfinished business, right? Yeah, like you give them foresight into what could be to prevent themselves from continuing. I'm hearing on like a karmic wheel of suffering. It's like you help people with these points of divergence. You know, that's almost what it gives me. Again, being guided by a higher power, something that extends outside of you. I'm hearing like you help, like you leave people on a high note. That's what it is, like a high note. Instead of them feeling overpowered, they leave interactions with you like feeling empowered. That's almost what it gives me. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of seeing divine in all things, the source energy, and the commitment to a partnership with spirit. Okay, so it's like you help people tune into their faith and realize that they're always divinely protected. So again, this is saying like things just flow through you, all right, with higher power. You guys could be like a conduit or like a messenger and you may not even know it. But again, ideas that come rushing in, inspiration that bubbles up from people. And this is knowing that, yeah, like you guys are literally a conduit during this time. And again, this is allowing you to serve others while also serving yourself at the same time, because this is just you. It's like who you are innately. There's something around this is just your energetic signature. Yeah, physical changes, beloved, radical acceptance. This is so funny because it basically talks about how you can radically accept anyone as they are, and it's like, hey, listen, I love you whether you choose to do this or not, you know. And because of that, you make people feel safe, and it's like they want to do it and they want to do it for themselves, right? Like, I love you where you are, and whether you choose to do this or not. So I'm seeing, like, for example, like, you know, toxic relationships or toxic working situations. It's like, you know, I'm giving you another opportunity. You know, I'm showing you a door, and it's up to you whether you want to walk through it. There is no right or wrong course. Like, you don't judge people. It's like you neutrally observe them, and you know the right things to say. And there's something around after, like, you just leave people wondering. It's like, who are you? Like, you came into my life and you said exactly what it is that I needed to hear when I needed it to hear it, like not a moment sooner, not a moment later. So there's something about like divine orchestration happening, like through you. And I'm seeing like the Fibonacci sequence as well, which is like this universe being a very intelligent, self-organizing organism, right? So it kind of gives me, there is some kind of, you help people see cosmos when there's chaos in their life, and you help them see like a secret order to what they could be feeling as disorder. But yeah, there's like a very specific frequency ranges that are supposed to, I'm hearing like collide. It's like not a coincidence. You help people see that this isn't just a coincidence. Like, you didn't just say that out of pure, I'm hearing like you help them see synchronicities. It's not just pure like it's nothing. Like for them it means something, like they know it. I'm hearing even if they're not innately like super tuned in, you know, tapped on, like, you know, that's almost what it gives me. Even if there's still a deity that's lost in sleeping and matter, you help them tune back into their divine nature and to actually see that they can begin to create what it is that they want from their life. And some, you know, I'm hearing like sometimes sometimes you can be a walking tower moment for people because they don't necessarily want to look in the mirror and they're not ready to look in the mirror, and you kind of mirror their stagnancy to them. So a lot of people could definitely become triggered by this, but triggers just reveal, you know, things within people that are not yet free, you know, where people may be holding themselves back or attaching themselves to, you know, their own suffering essentially, and you're showing them that life doesn't always have to be this way, but then, you know, you're still holding space for them, which is so funny with radical acceptance. So sometimes you could feel like it kind of not backfires, but that people may project their own, you know, I'm hearing insecurities onto you, their fears onto you, and you can see that and still accept them and love them where they are and the reality that they may choose to stay in. That's also what I'm seeing. Because you can see that those exaggerated emotions are usually like a call for love because somebody's operating in fear, and I'm seeing like you can literally see where somebody's fear is keeping them under a state of paralysis, right? Where I'm hearing like it's analysis paralysis, where they're too heavily in the analytical mind and their heart is calling them to do something else, and whatever it is, there's like telepathy between hearts. So some of you, it's not even anything that you say, right? It's the things that you don't say or the things that you don't do. Yeah, it's like people can read in between the lines, but like you're a mystery, you know. I just get you guys as a walking oracle. Like I'm seeing the high priestess. She usually says less than necessary, and she says exactly, she's like very emotionally intelligent, but this is about you guys being like very intuitively intelligent. Like you have this intuitive agility. That's almost what I'm seeing. Right, let's talk about 2 because this is very funny. Okay, it basically talks about radical acceptance, the object of affection, loving what is. So when the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one that you've been waiting for. Know this card comes to mirror as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it, let it light you up, and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss. And I feel like this is what you do for other people. Like you help them see you know, the adventure that's calling for them. You know, that's almost what it is, whether that's a call for creativity, a business adventure, like professional, personal, spiritual growth in some kind of way. And you help people gain that passport to bliss. You know, that's almost what it is. And again, sometimes people could feel like they're, you know, that you're being consumed by the fire of the beloved, and others may not yet, but you try to awaken again that fire within them, right? That Ace of Wands, that passion within them, that drive within them. And you help them to surrender, right? It's like surrender to change or suffer in a feedback loop. And it's like you assist people with that. So yeah, you allow people to show them that they can love themselves enough, right? To actually do this. So yeah, this could be also others being a harsh critic, and you having to kind of usher them out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others, right? Because judgment is just people, you know, usually having an opinion. I'm hearing that's linked to like a personal history, and it usually is a confession. So you can see where people, yeah, it's like truth serum, like people confess, like there's something around like people confess like their deepest, darkest secrets, you know. It kind of gives me that energy. And again, these people may attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. Be careful that you're not seduced by false promises or prey for your extraordinary ability to sabotage, right? This is people, like you can see people that may self-sabotage themselves out of their dreams and desires, which is so crazy. And it talks about you help people sync with the sink in their heart, right? And you know exactly what to do when it comes to this. So yeah, this is like a gift that's very, very valuable, but I'm hearing some of you, it could be like, you could kind of feel like it's it's got like, you know, it's blessing and a curse in that way. Yeah, but you'll be so, there's something around you help people when they do realize it. I'm hearing some of you, again, this isn't, sometimes, yeah, this is it. Sometimes you say things to people you may not even be aware of this. I'm hearing like you've been like this your whole life, right? Even as a child, you know, there's something around sometimes you'll just say things to people and it leaves them wondering like years later, right? If they still continue in these feedback loops, or even if they reach this point of divergence, it's like, oh my God, that was like the pivotal shift in my life. Or you say things to people and I'm hearing they may have not listened at the time, they only heard you, like it went in one ear and out the other, but years later, they were still reflect on that conversation, all the things that you said, and it's like they're actually able to listen now, you know. That's almost what it gives me. I'm hearing like words of wisdom, let it be. I'm hearing bleeding words of wisdom, but yeah, you could just like, it just comes out for you, right? That's almost what it gives me. But yeah, when they do, I'm hearing listen, they'll be so glad that they did, right? And again, with bold steps forward, the father gate, it's like you assist them when it comes to taking that bold step forward, which is crazy. Yeah, we have the central sun, solar plexus energy, again, the sun and Pleiadian activation coming together. So again, this is about you guys definitely being a light being. Pleiadian usually as well, the Pleiadians come in and usually show you when it's time to release certain like contracts that people aren't bound to. So it's like you could assist people when it comes to, like, I'm hearing again, like signing new contracts, especially when it comes to just how they want to create their fate and their destiny. So with the central sun, it literally talks about the solar plexus energy, and again, everybody being in your orbit, and you can help people see, I'm hearing where they have like a contracted solar plexus. So this could be like where they harbor onto anger, maybe out of things that you say, but again, anger is just the coward's revenge for being intimidated, because I'm hearing like you guys are the mirror that really makes people see themselves. And some people, they see, I'm hearing when they're ready, that they can change what they see in the mirror. Okay, so this could be about first house energy, like their personal beliefs, right, the personal relations around them. But it's like you help people, you know, really see that, which is super interesting, especially again Mars energy, like what it is that they need to take action towards, and also knowing that life is too short to continue spending like, you know, time just being at war with themselves, or another day being at war with themselves. And it also shows like where one has been betraying themselves, right, or they have like this mistrust, but you help people cultivate like a strong sense of, you know, self-trust and confidence and power maybe when it comes to living in their truth, right? So yeah, solar system. And it's so funny because before this I was looking at my notes in regards to like you guys being the sun, right, and everybody being in your orbit, and people could just gravitate towards you and they don't know why, because again, you're just this beacon of light. So yeah, this basically talks about leaving the darkness and mystery of the night, right? Like you illuminate something in people's lives, and you're like this vital energetic vortex in the physical realm. And on a spiritual level, you're also a portal of divine light that helps people connect to their inner universe, okay? Which is super interesting, and is represented by the center of the multiverse. This is like you guys being a spiritual gateway, which is super interesting. And you irradiate like an infinite inspirational light. That's what this talks about. This is you guys. You guys have the Cleopatra effect. Oh my gosh, wait. So with the Cleopatra effect, this talks about you guys being like a timeless guide, right? You guys could be, it kind of gives me your reincarnated high priestess with like ties to ancient Egypt, because with the central sun, it talks about Ra energy, which is super funny. Let's talk about the Cleopatra effect, because you guys definitely have the Cleopatra effect on everyone. So this is an effect that transcends time. So you are seen as a timeless guide as you cultivate an aura of influence, right? You guys have cultivated this aura of influence, ambition, and resilience. Through the prism of Cleopatra's life, you're exploring power as a force that can be wielded gracefully, passion as an empowering personal compass, and wisdom as the ultimate form of wealth. So again, you're here to encourage others, and your achievements serve as an inspiration to all, okay? Which is super, super interesting. So yeah, you're like this high priestess, you know, or high priest energy that assists, especially with the alchemical marriage. So this could be like assisting people even when it comes to their vibrational state, you know, at the time of death, that is going to dictate, you know, what fate lies in store for them next. And you assist souls when it comes to detaching from what has been, right, or the past, and realize that there is only the eternal now. So there's definitely like this remembrance, and I get that's why you keep people in like this trance state, or again like this time dilation bubble. You're like a portal, like a wormhole, you know, it's like you are that the Narnia portal. That's almost what it gives me. You create this rift through space and time. Yeah, I'm hearing like breaking the light barrier, like you are a walking light, which is super interesting. Wow. So this is about hidden potentials, right? And you make good use of your talent, gifts, skills, or abilities. It's something that just comes naturally to you. And again, there's something about your mystical nature that makes others in high places admire your talents as well. Yeah, and people, they want to reconnect with you or connect with you in some ways too, which is super interesting. Wow. All right, let's continue. Okay, so the central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon the world. So this is the light that you have upon the world. You help people when it comes to times of regeneration. You help them wash away, again, feelings of like old energy and peel, again, their skin back to reveal a more sacred and aligned version of themselves. And it's a very exciting time, right? It's like you bring excitement to people's life, especially with, again, the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Wands type of vibe, which is super interesting. And especially with the Seven of Swords, people would want to say there's something around the way that you navigate these experiences as well. It's like, you know, when it's time to stand still, you know, when it's time to say things, and you know when it's time to like, you know, say certain things. So this is about, again, the things that you don't say or the things that you don't do. Okay, and I'm hearing like the looks that you don't give, you know, it's almost like you don't give looks of judgment, you give looks of like compassion. And you hear with compassion. It's like you have ears of compassion, which is super interesting. So the central sun is magnetic, right? So you guys have this all-powerful opening like light, and it's very supportive. All right, it's a way that you express your own light in this lifetime as well, that serves as an inspiration. This talks about you filling people with new ideas, opportunities, and experiences that just come like easily to you, right? And it talks about sun kissing the perfect ripe soil, the seeds that, you know, others have planted, even if this is like unconsciously, and you're encouraging them to like grow, again, those underdeveloped aspects of themselves. So yeah, you help people go beyond their horizon and to welcome new energetic exchanges. This could be new things that they want to invest. I'm hearing ways that they want to invest in themselves, right? And yeah, you help people, you help others when you help yourself in return. You know, there's something as well. And yeah, and also as you help yourself, you also help others just naturally. There's something around that. And you help people invest energy into their projects and let them, again, invest into themselves in some way. And a lot of you, it's like an investment in the things that you've been wanting to do here anyway. So I'm hearing it always is like a equal energy exchange in that way, right? There's something about this is an energy exchange that literally lights you up, right? It lights you up. It's a way that you're of service to the world, right? Which is super interesting. And at the same time, it's allowing you to be of service to yourself. Okay, super interesting. Wow. Right, let's go and get a star child message. I feel like it's definitely time. Wow. I was not expecting the read to go this way, but I knew today we're like free flowing, right? That's what I was told to do. And then all of this came up and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. See. Oh wow. Yeah, Lemurian shaman, right? You guys are like a high priestess and dolphin. This talks about echolocation. So yeah, this says that you know exactly how to guide people with Lemurian shaman, and it talks about beyond cycles as well. So you again assist people when it comes to moving beyond cycles, and it literally has a dragon around Earth. And this reminds me of Draco's constellation, right? Draco's constellation, which is the constellation above our galaxy, right? And above our solar system. So it's like you offer people this higher universal truth when it comes to rebirth, like and renewals in their life, but you help them see beyond their cycles and again beyond like the human condition. That's definitely what it gives me as well. So let's read Lemurian shaman, because again, it's like you help people journey into other worlds with the shaman energy. It's like you are a past life, again, high priestess, like shaman, who has ties to ancient Egypt, Ra energy, that's assisting, you know, wake up humanity in that way. That's almost what it gives me, which is super interesting. Let's find it. Number 7 and the water with the upside down triangle. Yeah, there's something around like you help people see something internally inside of themselves, right? It's about the internal water energy and the yin energy. Let's see. So this talks about, again, shadow dissolving the gaze of truth, going beyond fear, right? You help people overcome their fear, initiate animal and plant guides, pink dolphins, mirroring the source self. So again, you guys are like a mirror of source, right? It talks about, I welcome the opportunity to look into the well of my unconscious. So you give people the opportunity to look into that well of their unconscious. And wells are usually typically things that you like throw wishes down. And there's something about UC where people like, I'm hearing like throwing away their own like infinite potential in that way, or like the value within themselves, right? And wells in the Shaman's Dream Oracle message actually talks about time to replenish, where you're showing people essentially like where there's nothing left for them in a situation, or at least you highlight that, right? And it talks about how it's time to like up and leave. So we'll go ahead and read that because it's literally the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. So this is like you guys being that shaman and that walking oracle, and you assist people when it comes to these major points of divergence to go elsewhere. But it talks about, again, you assist people that are basically processing intense emotions, and yeah, you help people embark on these journeys and look into like aspects of themselves, even like the projections of their own fears. It's like you invite people to go into that direction, like deeper within themselves, maybe when it comes to like shadow work, right? So that's why it could be like triggering for some. And again, you help people who may be at a difficult time in their journey, okay, just by the things that you say, which is super interesting. And you help them see that fear is only a shadow, an illusion of the mind. And there's something around your gaze of truth that shines light upon people's like fear, you know, that's almost what it gives me. And seeing where that fear is only an illusion, and maybe they're existing to serve an illusion, and you help them wake up to the fact that the illusion exists to serve them. So there's something about, again, becoming their own agent of change. Like you give people, I'm hearing just that confidence boost, you know, it could just be as simple as that. But yeah, you help people cultivate that strong sense of like self-trust, right? And you could be like an initiator, like you initiate people, or like you assist them during like these rite of passages. That's almost what it gives me. Some of you could definitely have shamanic ties there for sure. And this is something that comes easily to you because I'm seeing it from like a past life situation. So again, this is like a gift that you carry in this life for sure. That's definitely what it gives me. Yeah. Very interesting. You're a very interesting individual. Let's see. Yeah, we have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So you guys could definitely be grounding. All right, you could be grounding during this time. Maybe it's really important, right? Maybe you can pick up on energies really, really easily. So it's important for you guys to be able to, I'm hearing like cleanse yourself. Especially if you are an energy worker, right? Or you just pick up on energies, or you're very sensitive to it. There's something about being able to like, you know, just spiritual hygiene is going to be really important for you during this time. You also have inner earth. You'll survive this new solutions and beginnings. So you could also assist others when I'm hearing like when it comes to like navigating their intuitive abilities or psychic abilities. That's almost what it gives me. Right, birth is a portal. So again, you are like a walking portal for people essentially. Right, let's go ahead and close out with a spirit guide message from Let Go Flow. And I also want to take a look. Love, right? You deserve love. You put love in the situation, unconditional love, which is what we were talking about. You help people cultivate that strong sense of self-love and free themselves, right? This says it's time to make a decision, follow your heart, sometimes screaming help. So it's like you help people, you know, you assist people when it comes to bringing things to the surface and just letting it out. You know, that's almost what I get. We will read time to replenish with the well, because it's very specific with the shamanic energy. So let's try and find this card. Skywriting the fates, right? Again, like fated encounters. Time to replenish here. Empty well. Let's see, we'll read this one. Because this is how you assist, okay? There's something around this. Okay, so diminishing yourself for another. So you basically assist others when it comes to saying yes to others. Maybe this is when it comes to, again, like societal expectations, and assist them when it comes to taking the less traveled road. So this is helping people realize when there's nothing left for them in a situation, and realizing that what was once a fertile garden is now like this dry, barren desert. And you help them give, again, thanks and gratitude for the abundance that they have experienced. And you guys could be like a spirit guide that assists people when it comes to moving towards their next destination, okay? And you help them realize that their current situation is not their final destination. There's something around that. So yeah, maybe this comes with, you know, advising them to say goodbye to someone, changing the rules of the game, and no longer diminish themselves for the sake of another. So yeah, super, super interesting. Again, you help people see the projections of their own shadows that they're confusing for reality, and you help them dig themselves out of like an uncomfortable situation, right? And also you help them see where there's like, basically you help them see where the continuum that they're on is going to only lead to more suffering, right? Which is super interesting. Yeah, a rich natural resource, the subterranean depths of their own hearts. You definitely help them. This is your aquifers that run deep into the earth. You lead people towards a new spring oasis, right? And that's like the water element, right? To like a new aspects within themselves, right? Potential that they've potentially even been sleeping on. Okay, last angel number message. 666 at the base, reflection. You help people reflect, review, and revise, all right, when it comes to like their physical reality. And we have 1818, right? Optimism. You help people see that new beginnings are on the horizons and brightest days always come after the darkest nights. So again, I feel like you guys are just, you're this beacon of light. You really are this beacon of light and this timeless guide, which is super interesting. Yeah, very, very powerful here. I'm going to love and leave you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, I want to stick around for future reads. We'd love to have you around, okay? We'd love to have you around. So yeah, it's going to be like right over here. Personal reads are also down below, and other corresponding reads that may be resonating with this message are also going to be down below too. But I wish you guys the best of luck. Until next time, bye.